Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Double Trouble. I'm gonna hit challenge real quick. Not really much to say in the beginning of this episode, other than this team you will be seeing for this and another 6 episodes. Let me just count. Yeah, that is 6. Simply because I had vacation plans, and I was supposed to do this team for a week, and then over vacation I was gonna make a new team, and it just didn't end up working out. We had to delay the trip. So unfortunately I really don't like, I've said this before, I said this in the other video, I really don't like doing bulk recording, but it gotta get done. It gotta get done. I don't care about that grammar there. So it looks like we've got Gengar, Rotom Wash, Garchomp, Swampert, I was gonna say Rain Dish, but it's Ludicolo, and Lapras. So, you know, I want to say Rain Team. And there are plenty of things here that can get Rain Dance, so I'm sure it's a Rain Team. It just doesn't have any like automatic setters, you know, because there's really only Politoed, and while Politoed's pretty cool and it does have some good functions, it's not always needed, you know. So I think Tangrowth's probably going to be not good for this team. Like right off the bat, I don't want to use Tangrowth. Really don't want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with Aromatisse and Tangrowth, yeah. We're going to bring Crawdon, because Crawdon's going to just wreck a lot of these Pokemon. And we don't have any, well, we do have Grass. That's a lie, we have Tangrowth. Like I said, Tangrowth's probably a really bad option. So I think Cofagrigus will be pretty useful. It'll be a pretty good stop to Swampert. Yeah, it'll be a pretty good stop for Swampert. So that's what I'm going to start off with. You know, looking at the dynamic of this team, I can say that Rain kind of does beat me a little bit. It definitely does. And, you know, I really only have Tangrowth for that. And Crawdon does do a lot of damage to other water types with knockoff. But not to the Megas, not to Mega Water Pokemon. And something with good defense. But otherwise, you know, it does pretty well. So in comes the Gengar and Garchomp. And I'm not a big fan of that lead. Really only because that Gengar Garchomp double attack will probably take me out. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually, you know, I'm gonna protect here with the Aromatisse. And I don't know what the Garchomp wants to do. It's very possible that he's going to go for Earthquake, Sludge Bomb to take out the Aromatisse, which is why I protected with the Aromatisse. But I don't know if Knockoff's enough to take out Gengar. I think it is, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for Knockoff. Now let's just hope he's not Mega. He withdraws the Garchomp, so I'm not too happy about that just yet. And what is... Okay, so I protect. That's good. Let's see if he Sludge Bombs the Aromatisse. If he does Sludge Bomb the Aromatisse, that's good. He does. Okay, good. And we do get Knockoff off. So hopefully he's, like, dead. No, he's Focus Sash. I don't like that. I really don't. And I've mentioned this many times before on my channel. I don't like how Knockoff still lets Focus Sash, and wait for it, Rocky Helmet to work. I just don't get it. Because, you know, Citrus Berry doesn't work. If you're going to knock off the item should be gone. And if you're going to let some items to still work, other items that procs after damage should still work as well. So Citrus Berry, Lumberry, I guess. Not that it really matters, I guess. I just don't know. I don't like that. So he's probably going to fake me out. I really don't want to keep my Aromatisse in, but I don't really have much. I'll bring in Cofagrigus, because Cofagrigus does resist poison. Although he's probably going to fake out the Tangrowth, now that I think about it. So I could probably... I'm going to go for Trick Room, because if he's not Specs, so I should be able to take it, and I'm going to go for Poison Jab. Oh my god, I missed. He goes for Destiny Bond. Not bad. And he goes for Icy Wind. Interesting. Now, I wanted to Poison Jab the Ludicolo, I'll be quite honest with you. That's what I was going for. But, oh! Oh my god, that was so bad. I wanted to Poison Jab the Ludicolo. So that's what I was going to do. And unfortunately, I ran out of time, and I was like, okay, so it's probably going to go for the first move, right? Power Whip. I thought it would target the Ludicolo, so I was like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. But he went for Destiny Bond, and that was like good hacks. That was the good hacks. Now he switches out the Gengar, probably expecting another, I don't know why you'd switch out the Gengar at that point. But I'm going to go for Draining Kiss. He has the Rotom, so this is going to do really good damage to the Rotom. Or, actually, you know what? Considering the Pokemon and the lack of offensive investment, that actually did really good damage to that Rotom, and I'm pretty happy about that. Now, he does go for Rain Dance, so I wasn't wrong about it being a Rain team and just having manual setters instead of automatic. He doesn't have Swift Swim, so that is an interesting choice, but judging by how much Poison Jab did, which was super effective, I'm going to go for Power Up this time. I think that's probably my better play, but I'm going to go for Rotom, actually. I'm going to Draining Kiss the Ludicolo. Because, I don't know, I think that's probably my best play. Power Whip usually one-shots Rotom, and he's not going to switch out, so let's just hope we don't miss, because if we do, that's going to be a bit of an issue. We crit the Ludicolo. No! Oh, man. But he goes for the Giga Drain, so that shouldn't take me. That actually does barely anything. That really did barely anything. And he goes for Will-O-Wisp, so that will do some decent stuff to us, and that's very unfortunate. But the damage that Ludicolo is dishing out, I'm not really too concerned about. Not really sure why he went for Giga Drain instead of, say, I don't know. No, I really don't know. But the Rotom still does have some damage on it, so I am going to Helping Hand boost my Tangrowth, and I'm going to go for Power Whip on it. I think that's still a good play. Had we not missed, it definitely would have gone down, but at the same time, had we not missed earlier the Gengar, we would have gone down there as well. So it's a 50-50 there. And he avoid again. Oh, man. That's the one thing I don't like about Tangrowth, is because Power Whip is just, it's not super inaccurate, it just misses, and it's not fun when it misses. And it's not fun when we get crit there, too. We probably would have survived that. I know. He probably has Lumberry or Citrus Berry, so probably would have survived that, I'll be quite honest with you. But now I really don't have to, but I do have to worry, because we do have a Ludicolo. Oh man, this is not good. We're in a really bad spot. I have to bring in Crawdaunt. I really don't have much of a choice. And the reason we're in a bad spot is because this Rotom can burn us, and we don't like that. So I'm gonna, well... You know what? I think it's time to take a risk. Because the Rotom burning us will mean we pretty much lose. So I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to knock off the Rotom, because that should take it out. And I'm going to Power Whip the Ludicolo. And the reason I'm taking this risk is because looking at the damage Ludicolo did to my Aromatisse, I don't think it, and the damage I'm doing to it, I don't think it's very defensively invested. I don't think it's offensively invested. So I don't think the Ludicolo can take me out with a Giga Drain. And this is a risk that I was willing to take. Awesome. That makes me very happy that I was right there. The only thing that we have to really worry about right now is if we still have a turn left of Trick Room, which I think we do. We don't. Oh, no. But we do still have Aqua Jet power. So we can at least take out the Gengar. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for an Aqua Jet right onto the Gengar. And I'm going to actually knock off the Ludicolo. We don't need it getting that extra HP each turn. But Crawdaunt's definitely dead this turn. Unless it has Protect, we'll take out the Gengar too. But that miss on the Rotom definitely cost us, because that's one less turn we have to beat this guy. I definitely would have taken him out. He had, what, 75% HP. I think on, like, max defense, I still do, like, 75%. So that's still really good for me, and I'm fine with that. And, wow! That's actually really impressive. Yeah, that's actually really impressive that we do that much damage to that Garchomp. And he goes for Giga Drain. That will do, like, not anything to us. That's good. And, so we get the knockoff off. That's great. That actually really is good, because we'll get rid of at least some HP recovery. We'll get actually rid of all of its HP recovery that turn. And we do still have, I think, Bisharp and... No, Kofagrigus. So Kofagrigus is actually a really good... Actually, Kofagrigus puts us in a really good position still. So I'm fine with that. We could probably still win with Kofagrigus, so I'm going to go for Trick Room here. And I'm going to Poison Jab the Ludicolo. I'm really fishing for a poison here. I have a feeling the Garchomp's going to Dragon Claw the Tangrowth, which really would suck, but nothing we can really do about that. And Kofagrigus doesn't have any HP recovery, unlike Aromatisse, which is why I love Aromatisse, because it has a way to recover its HP with an attack, which is great. But that Garchomp is not defensively invested. He is going to go for Dragon Claw on the Kofagrigus. Okay, so we'll survive that. We'll get rid of his Rough Skin, which is pretty good for us, I think. I'm pretty sure that's a good thing. And he's going to go for Icy Wind again. Now, I don't know why he keeps going for Icy Wind when we're clearly a Trick Room team. We're going to lose our Tangrowth this turn, which is unfortunate, but hopefully we can, at the very least, get a Poison as a farewell gift due to all those misses. Can we get a Poison? We get a crit. That's... did not want a crit there. Garchomp's kind of wasted right now. And we do lose our Tangrowth. I think I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball on the Ludicolo to try and take it out. Because I can't really afford to let it keep. Well, no. Okay, Shadow Ball on the Garchomp should take it out. Ludicolo we've decided was bulky, but I think he was physically defensive. Because Draining Kiss did a decent... No, that was to Rotom. Did we ever Draining Kiss the Ludicolo? Yeah, we did. It did a decent chunk to the Ludicolo. So I think he's physically bulky. The question is... I am going to take the risk. I'm going to Shadow Ball the Ludicolo, see how much that does. Because if I do enough... No, I don't take it out, but we do get the special defense drop. And he only goes for Rain Dance. So that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I could have... I probably should have gone for the Garchomp. Oh, my God. Yeah, I should have gone for that. Oh, man. I should have gone for that. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Because unless he like makes a mistake and doesn't take us out with the Ludicolo this turn, he kind of loses. I think Shadow Ball should take it out, right? It doesn't. Okay, so regardless of our choice, we lost that. But it's very unfortunate because we did miss that Power Whip in the beginning, and while hacks does happen, and I'm not going to be salty about it, we were in a much better position if we had Tangrowth at full HP against this Garchomp. Because that Ludicolo only had Icy Wind, and he only had a Gengar with 1 HP left in the back, so really, Tangrowth could have stomped from there pretty easily, I think. I don't think Ludicolo is going to be doing very much, and I could have switched out and gained Regenerator, so I'm very upset that we missed that Power Whip. It was very, very crucial part of the game, but that's fine. Losses do happen, and there's nothing you can really do about that. There's nothing I can do about the hacks. Maybe I'll do that for the next question of the day. But yeah, I don't know. I'll talk about hacks in the next episode. I think I've definitely done hacks before. Definitely. But let's see what our next opponent brings. Hopefully we can not see a Rain team. It doesn't look like a Rain team to me. We've got even more Pokemon. Nothing has an item. Nothing has an item. I don't know where we are on the ladder, but I don't think we're that low. I really don't. And I feel like the mic is the wrong mic because it looks really loud on my screen. I hope it's not, because it always sounds bad when it like defaults to the wrong mic. It shouldn't have, because it was just recording. So it looks like we've got Aegislash, Garchomp, Gyarados, Zapdos, Blaziken, and Venusaur. Camerup's going to be really useful, so I'm going to start off with Camerupt. And well, I mean, if he starts off with Gyarados, it puts me in a bad position. I'm still going to bring camera up first. I'm going to bring Kofagrigus, because Kofagrigus can really help me against the... Well, I guess not really the Garchomp. I'll bring Tangrowth instead, because that can help me definitely against the Gyarados and the Garchomp, and the Blaziken, sort of. And I'll bring Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt's going to be pretty useful, I think. As long as he does... Well, actually, if he does start off with the Gyarados, we do have Ancient Power on camera up, so we can protect and go for Trick Room, and obviously we can't be taunted with our Aromatisse, so... I'm pretty satisfied with that so far, and none of his Pokemon have any items, so we're in a pretty solid position. Now, we've got Zapdos and Garchomp, and I'm thinking Disquake. Camerupt can honestly probably take an Earthquake. He doesn't have an item. I think I can. But I'm going to protect, just in case. I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to protect, literally just in case. You never know, it could be crit, and I don't want to lose my camera up just yet. And I'm kind of curious to see what he does do. And one of the things that I like about Camerupt in Trick Room using Ancient Power, so it is a Disquake core so far. We got 50% of that. How much does this does nothing. I mean, it does something, but not a lot. And he does go for Earthquake, so I'm kind of glad I did protect that turn. Now, you know what's really cool? Earth Power, I don't think one-hit KOs Garchomp, but it comes close. So guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to Draining Kiss, get some of my HP back for Aromatisse, and I'm going to go for Earth Power, because obviously Zapdos cannot touch my Camerupt. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Earth Power, rather, and Draining Kiss. I think Physical Camerupt has a lot of potential, but it's missing out on, like, it's missing out on physical stabs, is all I have to say. It really is. And I was right about that Earth Power. That combo did take it out, and the Earthquake was the biggest threat, because as we saw, the Zapdos does nothing to us. So that was the biggest threat. But yeah, he does Thunder. Ooh, good not missing. But that still really doesn't do very much to me. I lose a lot of HP. Not a lot, but I'm in yellow, and I don't like seeing the yellow because it means we're almost dead. But he brings out Blaziken. I don't really understand that. I'm going to go for Ancient Power on the Zapdos because I really do not fear this Blaziken at all. I probably should, come to think of it. And I'm going to Draining Kiss it as well. I think he's going to protect. They all always protect. And even if he doesn't protect, like, I don't see him doing a lot of damage to me. I really don't. Blaziken's not that great. Speed Boost Blaziken's good. Regular Blaziken's like kind of meh, in my opinion. I don't think it has a lot of attack. I'm gonna look at it real quick. I think it has decent attack, not great, you know, not amazing. Let's look. It's curious, something that I'm curious about because I don't really know. You don't see them. Okay, so I'm wrong. It has like base 120 attack. That's kind of good. That's kind of really good. It's not great, but it's good. So he doesn't protect. Okay, so I was wrong, but that does so much damage. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm very happy with that. This shouldn't take it out. No. Okay. He's probably gonna go for Thunder again and High Jump Kick. I think. No, Sky Uppercut. Okay, that probably won't take me out. Oh goodness gracious, no. And Thunder. Okay, so yeah, I was right to not really fear that Blaziken. He goes for Speed Boost. His Speed Boost procs, but that's not going to really matter. Draining Kiss should take out the Zapdos, so I'm going to go for Earth Power on the Blaziken. That should just wipe it out. We know it doesn't have a Focus Sash. I don't understand. I think at this point in time, it's been long enough for people to get items, so maybe he just didn't think to put items on. Who knows? Things like that does happen. I've made mistakes like that before, like bringing a level 35 Venusaur to, what, 3 episodes? Yeah, I've made mistakes before, but a full team? I don't know. I don't know. I do question that a little bit. But judging by how much that Ancient Power did to that Zapdos, I don't think he's EV trained either. Oh, and we're getting an Aegislash. Not shabby. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Earth Power it. It's my best play. Earth Power, I don't want to miss Heat Wave. I'm going to Helping Hand boost it because Draining Kiss literally won't do anything, so it really doesn't matter. And I still have Crawdon in the back, so it's really not that big of a deal if Aromatisse goes down and Camera Up doesn't take it out. So he's actually going to go first. I don't know if that's because he's slower, or no, he does go for Shadow Sneak. And he's going to Shadow Sneak the Aromatisse. Not a big deal. If he does take me out, he does take me out. I actually didn't think he would, because Shadow Sneak's not very powerful. But Earth Power will 100% be like an overkill on this thing. Total overkill. Total knockout. And I believe that was the second battle, right? I do believe so. Yeah, because we had that rain team. So I'm going to cross that off the list. We got another one down. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.